Random chance cannot create. Random chance cannot create purposeful arrangements of parts, complex functionally specified information, irreducible functional complexity. Summary. Random chance cannot create a purposeful arrangement of parts, b. complex functionally specified information, c. irreducible functional complexity. The presence of any of the three elements above is proof, beyond a reasonable doubt, of the presence of intelligent design. Introduction. The limits of random chance. Why intelligent design is the only rational explanation for purpose, information, and complexity. When we examine the universe, especially biological systems, we encounter certain features that indicate intentional design. These features, purposeful arrangement of parts, complex functionally specified information, and functional irreducible complexity, are hallmarks of intelligent causation. Random chance lacks the capacity to produce such features, and their presence serves as compelling proof, beyond a reasonable doubt, of intelligent design. Here, I will outline why random processes fall short of generating these elements and why each feature serves as conclusive evidence of intentionality. 1. Purposeful arrangement of parts. A purposeful arrangement of parts is a defining characteristic of systems designed to achieve specific functions. In such systems, each component is positioned intentionally to work in harmony with others, contributing to a unified purpose. Examples of purposeful arrangements include engineered objects like cars, computers, and even musical instruments, where each part has a designated role essential for the system's overall function. In biology, we see purposeful arrangements in structures such as the eye, where each part, the cornea, lens, retina, and optic nerve, is arranged to work together for the purpose of vision. Such arrangements require intentionality because random processes cannot organize parts in ways that lead to specific outcomes. While random processes may occasionally form simple structures, they lack the direction and foresight necessary to assemble components into systems with distinct, functional roles. For instance, if parts of a watch were scattered randomly, it would be virtually impossible for them to self-assemble into a functioning timepiece. Each component of a watch is carefully arranged to achieve accurate timekeeping, and no amount of random jostling will create this purposeful configuration. Similarly, when we observe purposeful arrangement in biological systems, we are rational to infer that this feature is the result of design, as only intelligence has the capacity to organize parts with end goals in mind. 2. Complex functionally specified information. Another clear indicator of intelligent design is complex functionally specified information, FSI. FSI is information that is both detailed, complex, and purposeful, functionally specified. It is the type of information we encounter in language, software, and DNA. In these contexts, specific sequences and structures are necessary to produce meaningful or functional outcomes. Random processes, however, are inherently undirected and lack the ability to generate information that is both complex and functionally specific. Consider DNA, which stores the instructions for life. The sequences of nucleotides in DNA are highly specified to encode proteins and regulate cellular processes. This information is not random, it is purposefully arranged to direct functions within the cell. Random chance lacks the capacity to produce such specificity. Studies in probability and information theory show that the odds of randomly assembling functional sequences, even of moderate length, are astronomically low. For example, the probability of randomly forming a single functional protein of 150 amino acids is approximately 1 in 10 to the power of 102, and for a protein of 92 amino acids the probability is 1 in 10 to the power of 63. To put this into perspective, there are only about 10 to the power of 71 chemical trials available in the entire history of life on Earth. This makes it impossible for random processes to account for more than 2 such functional proteins in the entire history of the universe, let alone the vast array of information required for life. FSI is inherently purposeful, it serves a clear function, whether in human artifacts or biological systems. In every context we know, complex functionally specified information is the result of intelligence. Therefore, when we encounter FSI in DNA or cellular processes, we are justified in concluding that it is the product of an intelligent cause. Random processes cannot create specified complexity with function, making intelligence the only plausible explanation for its origin. 3. Functional irreducible complexity. Functional irreducible complexity is a characteristic of systems that require multiple interdependent parts to work together. In these systems, each component is essential, and removing any one part renders the system non-functional. Random processes cannot build such systems because each part needs to be in place from the outset for the system to work. This complexity strongly indicates intentional design, as only intelligence can assemble all necessary components simultaneously with functional integration in mind. Consider the bacterial flagellum, a molecular machine often cited as an example of irreducible complexity. The flagellum acts like a rotary motor, propelling the bacterium through its environment, and consists of numerous interdependent proteins. If any one of these proteins is missing, the flagellum does not function, rendering partial forms useless. Natural selection, which builds gradually based on functionality at each step, cannot account for irreducibly complex systems because intermediate stages would offer no survival advantage. Random processes face an insurmountable barrier in producing irreducible complexity. Each part of the system must be correctly configured and positioned from the beginning for the system to work. Without intelligence to organize these parts, there is no way for such systems to arise through undirected processes. Functional irreducible complexity thus serves as strong evidence for intelligent design, as it consistently indicates an orchestrated assembly rather than an accidental formation. 4. The limitations of random processes. The reason random chance is insufficient to produce purposeful arrangements, functionally specified information, and irreducible complexity is that randomness is, by nature, undirected. It lacks foresight, intentionality, and the capacity to achieve specific goals. Random processes can produce simple patterns, like crystal structures, or disordered forms, but they cannot create systems with detailed, purposeful configurations or interdependent complexity. The features observed in biological systems go far beyond what randomness can generate. Moreover, random processes are limited by probabilistic constraints. The chance of assembling highly specific configurations, such as the sequence of amino acids in a functional protein, is so low that it is effectively zero within the history of the universe. These probabilistic barriers confirm that random chance is fundamentally incapable of accounting for complex, functional, and irreducibly complex systems. 5. Any of these features alone provides sufficient evidence of design. The presence of even one of these features, purposeful arrangement of parts, complex functionally specified information, or functional irreducible complexity, provides strong evidence for intelligent design. Each feature independently points to a level of intentionality that cannot be achieved by random processes alone. Purposeful arrangement. Purpose requires a directing intelligence, as random processes lack goals or objectives. Complex functionally specified information. Such information always originates from intelligent minds, as chance cannot generate meaningful or functional sequences. Functional irreducible complexity. Systems with interdependent components that must work together from the start require intelligence to assemble. Random processes lack the coordination necessary for this arrangement. In fields like archaeology, forensic science, and even engineering, we routinely recognize these indicators of design and attribute them to intelligent causes. The same reasoning applies to biological systems that exhibit these features. Intelligence is the only known cause capable of creating complex, purposeful, and integrated systems, making it a rational and scientifically sound inference. 6. Conclusion. Why random chance cannot account for design. Random chance cannot produce purposeful arrangements, specified information, or irreducibly complex systems. These features consistently arise from intelligent causation and serve as compelling evidence for design. In cases where we observe any one of these indicators, we are rationally justified in concluding that the object or system is the product of intelligence, even if we have no prior knowledge of its origins. Intelligent design, therefore, is not a mere assumption or analogy but an inference based on consistent empirical evidence. Recognizing these features as hallmarks of design provides a logical basis for inferring an intelligent cause behind the complexity we observe in biological systems and the universe itself. The evidence is clear and beyond reasonable doubt. Intelligence, not random chance, is responsible for systems marked by purpose, complexity, and integration. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and comment below if you agree or would like to add your thoughts. If you would like me to respond to your comment, please make a level 1 comment directly below the video. I will respond to all polite level 1 comments even if it takes me a while, due to other commitments.